Here we go. Yes, everyone. How are you guys doing today on this wonderful Monday afternoon? Hope everybody is well. We got a lot to talk about with the Arsenal transfer news latest, as Arsenal have a bid submitted, bid number two submitted for Jurrien Timber. We got more updates on Declan Rice as they're coming in every single day. Kai Havertz should be announced any moment now, and I think Jorginho basically announced him, and I think the BBC also basically announced Kai Havertz to Arsenal. In addition to that, Romeo Lavia is linked to Liverpool. We got so much to get into today. Make sure you do hit that make sure you do hit that like button. I'm so used to saying something else, but I just need to get used to just saying that. But yeah, make sure you hit that like button. Let's get the show started. I got to get into some of these rumors with you guys and let you guys know what's going on. Hopefully everyone in the comment section is okay. Let me know where you're watching from. Hope everyone's having a great day. And of course, if you've just joined us over from Never a Foul, big up to all the men over there, Kaz, Dabs, Mo, and everybody else that over there that was just it was a wonderful stream. If you haven't already checked it out, please do check them out afterwards. And of course, let me tell you guys what's going on, because there's a lot going on with Arsenal today, and we got to get through all of the most recent news because there's a lot of news going on. I'm going to break down everything that happened yesterday first, and then we're going to work our way down to what's going on with Romeo Lavia and everything else with Romeo Lavia. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Let's get into some of these things right now. I'm just on Jurrien Timber watch. I'm on Jurrien Timber watch because everywhere, every couple hours, we keep getting updates on Timber. It's just like, I think the Timber thing is gonna happen very soon. It's just, we gotta wait and see when that actually comes to fruition. So I'm just gonna break down. Today's the 26th, so I'm just gonna break down everything that happened yesterday. Here's all the information. So this is a quick little recap of yesterday's news. So first we had Kai Havertz. It's understood that Mikel arteta is going to be a really important signing for him, and he's happy that we're going to be able to get the signing over from Chelsea. That's from Fabrizio Romano. It's set to be unveiled later this week. This week, apparently, this was reported last week. Understood that they believe Kai Havertz will be a project. What believes that playing for Arteta and Arsenal is the best project, and not just in England, but throughout Europe. That's what Kai Havertz thinks at this moment in time. Fabrizio Romano had a lot to say on that. Then we go to the Jurrien Timber stuff. This is yesterday's news. Don't forget, not today's. So Jurrien Timber reported that Timber has had a verbal agreement with Arsenal, and his contract will be running until 2028, apparently 80 million per year. And apparently Ajax and Arsenal are closer to an agreement for around 45 million euros for Jurrien Timber. Now, reported that Edu, Richard Garlick, and Sven Mislintat, who's the Ajax director now, former Arsenal director, are in negotiation over Jurrien Timber. And of course, that deal is expected to get done for around 40 to 50 million at some point. We're going to have to see when the fee gets agreed, but we did submit a new bid today. Now, Romeo Lavia, he has a good relationship with our Arsenal because he has a similar agent to Saka, Balogun, and everything else. Team News Ticks talking about the relationship that Arteta has, Arsenal have with the agent of Saka and Balogun and everybody else, and Eddie Nketiah, of course. And Southampton's fee, they would want around 50 to 40 million. This is all what was being reported yesterday on Romeo Lavia. Now, Declan Rice reported that Arsenal remain locked in with discussions with West Ham for around 100 million for the signature of Declan Rice, and a third bid is imminent. We still haven't seen any third bid. There is rumors about Arsenal starlet potentially going to Chelsea. That is the Ethan Unowar, who played against Brentford, the youngest player to ever play in the Premier League, could end up at Chelsea, as Chelsea are really pushing hard for him. And of course, Mikel Arteta had links to PSG, and he basically spoke about the links and said it has nothing to do with me. He basically rejected PSG for Arsenal. And if you guys haven't seen, I don't know if this is a wedding or something, but Jorginho on his Instagram story basically posted a picture of him and Kai Havertz, and basically implying that he's going to be joining Arsenal. I'll show you guys more in a second. But let's get to some of your comments. Hope everyone's doing well. That's just a quick little recap of yesterday's news, as I'm going to give you guys the news today. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Big up to all the people supporting from India, my guy. Somali Independence Day, Somali Hano Lato, my guy. Big up. Love your channel. Big up to you. We got 176 of you guys in the chat right now. Do me a favor. Continue to hit that like button. Let's get this show likes past at least 150. Lee gonna send me. Big up to you, my guy. We got here. Lavia is joining Arsenal. He doesn't want to join Liverpool. Let's get into that news first of all. So you want to talk about the Liverpool Lavia stuff? Let's get into that first before we go into Timber and Declan Rice and everything else. So Fabrizio Romano was speaking about potential transfers and everything that's going on. And by the way, at this moment in time, he has the Timber transfer links pinned. We need to keep an eye on that because that might mean something. Timber might be next, but Romeo Lavia, this is what's understood at this moment in time with what's going on with the Romeo Lavia news. Liverpool are interested in Romeo Lavia, as of course they would be. He's a young up and coming player, and he already has Premier League experience playing at Southampton. Southampton won around, what is it? If I'm not mistaken, Southampton want a ridiculous amount of money. They want 50 million pounds from Southampton. So let me know, what do you guys think? Do you think he'll end up at Liverpool? Or do you think he'll end up at Arsenal? At this moment in time, it's understood that Romeo Lavia's deal, Liverpool are understood to be asking the conditions of the Romeo Lavia deal. They're in the race. Arsenal are working for the deal for 15 days. No official bid from both clubs yet, as Chelsea and Manchester United are monitoring the situation and not active in talks yet. This is a little concerning because Liverpool don't tend to do this thing where there's leaks about their players. Could this mean that Khéphren Thuram is closer and they're using this as a smokescreen to push the Khéphren Thuram deal over the line? Or could they actually be wanting to steal Romeo Lavia from Arsenal? If there's any Liverpool fans in the chat, let me know what you guys think also, as I would want to know what your opinions are on this situation right here. For me, it just seems like it's a situation where Liverpool might be using the Romeo Lavia links to push over the Khéphren Thuram deal over the line. And if they can find a favorable deal to get both, they might try to get both. As let's be honest, Romeo Lavia is still very young. He's 18 years old. He would come into that Liverpool team and he wouldn't really move the needle. He would add quality to their squad, but he wouldn't be someone who'd come in and make a big difference right away. In the long term, yes. But at the same thing as at Arsenal, if he joined Arsenal, he wouldn't make a big difference right away. He would be the long-term successor to Thomas Partey, but in the short term, he would actually be somewhat of a downgrade for us. That's just the honest truth. Interested at the moment. I've always been interested in him. Yeah, you guys have always been interested in Lavia. Liverpool want Lavia. Get him. We don't joke. That's true. Liverpool, if they want him, they might get him. You don't joke around. I don't want Lavia. Kone and Thuram are the best. Egal. You know what? Kone and Thuram seem to be the two guys you guys have always wanted. Why would they not? Why would they do that? Nobody wants Thuram bar them. That is true. So you're saying this is a situation where Liverpool might just be looking to move on to their next target, and Romeo Lavia actually might be their next target. Is that what you guys are saying? Egal would be he would be our midfield is god awful. He would be in your midfield. Interesting. Egal, like your passion. Arsenal, just subscribe to you. Big up to you, Gary Miller. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Big up to you. I really want Lavia. Personally, I'm going to do a poll in the chat. Let me know. Do you think Romeo Lavia will end up at Liverpool, or do you think he'll end up at Arsenal? Because at this moment in time, Liverpool want Lavia. Will he end up at Arsenal? Will he end up at Liverpool? Or will he end up at another club? This is the question I'm going to ask everyone in the chat. Where will Lavia end up next season? That's the question. Next season. So the options are Arsenal. The options are he'll end up at AFC. Next option is he'll end up at LFC. The next option after that, he'll end up at CFC, Chelsea, or he'll stay. That is the options, right? So where will Lavia end up next season? Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, or will he stay at Southampton. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, as that is progressing, and this is a conversation that we need to continue to monitor at the moment. Now, going back to what I was talking about with when Fabrizio Romano 7 hours ago reported this. Exclusive. Arsenal have submitted a second official bid for Ajax's Jurrien Timber. Deal done this week. Oh, sorry. In order to get the deal done this week. I'm sorry. I should have read it fully. Advanced talks between the club after the £30 million opening bid was rejected. Personal terms agreed with Jurrien Timber. This is a massive deal, ladies and gentlemen. This is a big deal because I did not know that Arsenal were going to be moving this serious, and I think Jurrien Timber surpluses the requirements for a Caicedo for Arsenal this window. The fact that we are looking to do this and we're looking to go so strong for him just makes me know that this is a serious transfer. And Jurrien Timber, if you don't know, he can play right back, he can play center back, and he can tuck into the midfield similar to Zinchenko on that other side. Gives us the tactical flexibility that we need going forward. Now, Mike Irvine, who is a Dutch reporter that reports on Ajax and the national team for the Dutch national team, has reported that from what I'm hearing, Arsenal and Ajax are getting closer to an agreement for Timber, as Ajax wants a total amount of 55 million euros, which includes bonuses and is expected to get done within the coming days. Interesting. So they're expecting the transfer to get done, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know in the comment section how big of a transfer you guys think Timber is for Arsenal. I think this is a massive move for us. I think this is a player who comes into our team and raises the quality level of our squad. Now, not only do we have a bunch of players that can come into this team and raise the level of the squad, but we're going to have a competitive 11, and we're going to have quality players off the bench, like of the likes of Jurrien Timber. Now, what happened here? Sorry, guys. Let me just show you guys what the next thing was that I was trying to show you. This was the next thing that I was trying to show you. His wages. Reported that he will earn a base wage of around 190K a week at Arsenal that could rise to 120K a week depending on bonuses, as Timber continues to go with his agreements with Arsenal Football Club over the potential signing. And Samuel McBell has also reported on this earlier today, speaking about the potential signing and everything going on about it. This was originally reported by Samuel McBell of the Daily Mail. If you guys don't know, he's the one that reported this, saying Arsenal are close to an agreement of personal terms with Ajax defender based on 90K a week and 120K, and still ongoing talks with West Ham. He also reported some other stuff. He also speaks about Mason Mount and some other clubs, but he also spoke about Declan Rice, as West Ham braced themselves for a third bid for Declan Rice, believed an offer will be coming in. But let's just stay on the situation. Let's just stay on the Timber conversation for a second. I want to know, everyone in the comment section, what do you guys think about this potential transfer? As what's going on? No. Sorry, I was just confused there. I thought I seen something that said it was done, but it's not done yet. We're still waiting. We're still ongoing. At this moment in time, it does seem like the deal is getting closer and closer. And interesting. So it seems like Jakub Kavor was asked in an interview about the potential signing of Jurrien Timber. This is interesting because why would somebody ask? Interesting. So Timber to Arsenal. What does Jakub Kavor think of the upcoming transfer of the Dutchman? I'm glad. Let the best players at Arsenal. Let's win trophies together. This was what was asked in an interview of Jakub Kavor. That's interesting because I didn't think players would answer direct questions about transfers. It just seems a little bit out of the norm for a player to just answer questions out straight up over something like that. But yeah, let's continue as we have to go through all the latest news. So yeah, we already know, wow, this could be actually a huge fight, as Chelsea, Liverpool, and Arsenal are all in a waging a war over Romeo Lavia. Let's see who gets Romeo Lavia. The poll question is in the comment section. Will Romeo Lavia end up at Arsenal, Chelsea, or Liverpool, ladies and gentlemen? As I just mentioned earlier, this was reported 4 hours ago. Liverpool are still working with working relationship with Southampton and could do a deal. Chelsea wanted him for a long time and already talked to Chelsea about him and his entourage. Arsenal have the best relationship with the agent and agreed personal terms. No offer yet made. But yeah, just going back to the Timber thing before we go any further. Reports that Arsenal have put the final touches on Kai Havertz deal. Medical is done, and Timber, they're confident that they're going to get the fee agreed, and that deal is going to get done. Now, before we go any further, big up everyone. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's talk about Kai Havertz for a second before we go any further. Make sure you do hit that like button. Let's see if any of your comments, what you guys are saying in the comment section. And if there's a big up, Ben. Hope you're doing well, Ben. Hope you're doing well. Egal, when is the show? When is Ty on the show? I can't get Ty on the show, but what I can do is whenever I go to the Emirates, I always run into Ty. I have a couple videos with me and Ty. So if you want to check those out, they're already on the channel. Rice, baby. I'm yelling timber. Yeah, it's going to be some good chance at Arsenal. But definitely some good chance. Lavia is not better than Partey or Jorginho. In the short term, no. But Lavia in the long term could definitely be that. Big up, Clay. Yo, you know what the crazy thing is, Kay? I see you in the chat, and all the other Liverpool fans are hating on me, and you're one guy who's always showing love. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Whenever I'm never a foul or I'm on the football terrace, I always see you just laughing when all these other people are just like, you're a hater. I'm not a hater, people. I actually like Mo Salah. I actually like Liverpool, but I feel like some of you guys just hate on me. Fair enough. It is what it is. But hey, I'm not moving like a victim here. It's just a reality. But when it comes to Kai Havertz, here's the announcement with Kai Havertz. Reportedly, Kai Havertz to Arsenal will be announced very, very soon, and it is not done yet, right? There's also what do you call it? Contract until 2028. Transfer fee is about 75 million with bonuses payments included. Total agreement between the club, longest part remaining is the medical is this year, but the driving force for this signing was Mikel Arteta. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. A lot of people did not want Kai Havertz, and to this day, I still don't know how Kai Havertz is going to play. Big up Shark in the building for becoming a channel member. Really do appreciate it. Guys, I told you guys, if we ever have a stream where we get, I think I said, if we ever have a stream where we get like 12 members, yeah, if we ever have a stream where we get 12 memberships, and they cannot be memberships that are like, what do you call it? Loaned out. If we ever get 12 memberships on a stream, I'll dye my hair blonde. But just became a member. Big up to you, my guy. Big up to you. Yeah, Egal, you get too much hate. I do get a lot of hate. It is what it is, though. People are going to say that. Now, I just want to ask you guys a quick question about Kai Havertz. My question about Kai Havertz is not what you think about the player or anything else. We know where majority of people, we know where they stand with Kai Havertz. But the next two transfers is probably going to be Timber and Kai Havertz. My question to you is, what do you rate the Kai Havertz transfer out of 10? In your opinions, what do you rate that transfer out of 10? And how do you think Mikel Arteta is going to use the player? Because I don't feel like we know for sure what Mikel Arteta is going to do with the player. When he bought Ben White, we thought we were buying a center back. He ended up playing at right back. We've done this with Jakub Kavor. We bought a center back. He ended up playing him at left back. We've done this with I don't know who else we've done this with, but we've done this with a lot of players. We signed Thomas Partey. I thought he was going to play in the 8. He ended up playing in the 6. Really and truly, I don't know what to expect with Mikel Arteta. So let me know what you guys think about the signing. I was expecting Kai Havertz to be announced by now. I'm kind of surprised that his announcement has not yet happened. Expected to be announced very, very soon, sometime this week. But what I would say is I feel like they've already announced it. I feel like it's already been announced with some of the responses that I've seen. that's just me. The BBC tweeted something out and they deleted it. The BBC tweeted something out earlier today and they deleted it. It was something about Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz wasn't even official yet, and they posted a story about him and a donkey and some random stuff. Like the BBC, sometimes there's absolute scum. But yeah, uh, some people saying 6, some people saying 7. I'm not gonna lie, I gave it a 5. I think until we see how he actually performs, it's going to be tough. Egal, the club, uh, has the club even announced Saliba's new contract? Saliba is still on vacation, so that's why they haven't announced anything yet with Saliba. Saliba is technically still on vacation. He's not even in the country. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he's even in the country yet. In the country right now, so that might be why they haven't announced anything official at this moment in time. We're just gonna have to wait and see what happens with that. There's no escalation in that story at this moment in time. And once that story does escalate, we'll probably let you guys know a little bit more of what's going on. Now, just to show you guys some stuff that's floating around the internet with this. Let me know what you guys think about the Timber signing also as we speak about it. So this is Timber's progressive carries in the league last year, as he was one of the highest players with progressive carries. As you can see, he's definitely more on the right side, as he is somebody who can play on the right back position, right center back position, but he also drifts all over the pitch. And we've already spoken about the fee being agreed. Now let's just move over to the West Ham and the Declan Rice conversation, as we haven't spoken about it yet on this stream. I don't think we're going to lose Declan Rice, but I'm not worried because I haven't seen a bid from Man City yet. Once I see a bid from Man City, I'll be a little bit more worried. That's just me. That's just me. But yeah, do me a favor, guys. Continue to hit that like button. We're currently more than halfway on the stream. We're currently more than halfway on the stream. Big up to you guys. I don't know exactly how many likes we're on, but let me know how many likes we're on, people. We should at least be close to 100 likes. Yeah, we're on 80 likes. We need 20 more likes to get to 100, and at least 150 by the end of the stream, hopefully. Those transfers and Arsenal challenge. Yeah, so it's the 4 transfers that I was looking at. The 4 transfers that we're looking at are these 4. So it would be Romeo Lavia, Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, and Jurrien Timber. And I think Timber would be a quality signing. But yeah, let's just go to Declan Rice news quickly before we wrap up the show. We got a super chat here. Big up to all the super chatters. If you guys want to submit a super chat, that's the best way to help the channel. And of course, to become a channel member also. Big up to you, Ox. He says, if we get Timber, twin, it would be like Rafael and Fabio. LOL. I'm not sure what you mean. Does Timber have a twin brother? Oh yeah, Timber does have a brother. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. That is funny. I haven't seen. I didn't know he had a twin brother. I thought I seen his brother, but I didn't know it was twins. Ox, you showed me, you taught me something new today. But yeah, Arsenal are making positive talks with West Ham over Declan Rice. Would be in scenes in the new movie. What? Sorry. Arsenal continued positive talks with West Ham over the signing of Declan Rice and are working behind the scenes on the next move. Sources told Sky Sports Declan Rice prefers the preferred destination remains as Arsenal at this moment in time. So that is the situation with that. We already know this has been ongoing, that with the Timber stuff. What is going on here? Fenerbahce, nothing new there. Oh, this is interesting. Arsenal value Balogun at £50 million and want to see a permanent departure from Arsenal. What? What's going on? This is new information. This is new information. How much money do you guys think Balogun is worth? How much money do you think Arsenal would sell Balogun for? Because I thought I seen reports that Balogun would cost. I thought I seen reports that Balogun would cost more than that. Sorry, less than that. I seen reports the other day that he would cost around 35 mil. Now they're saying this is different. This is new information. This is something I didn't know before. This is information that I didn't hear until now. Where did this what? I'm confused because I thought reports were coming out. They were saying that they were going to look to sell him for around 35 mil, and I thought that was good news. I thought 35 mil was good news. But if they're saying 50 mil, I'm impressed. If Arsenal can get 50 mil for Balogun, that is a good deal for us. We should sell. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. But I think if we can get 50 million for Balogun, I cash in. I cash in 50 million. I cash in. I seen the report from the Sun yesterday. It's talking about this same exact story. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This report here from the Sun. 30 Arsenal put a 35 million pound asking price on Folan Balogun's thing. How much is Balogun worth? The fact that he's the USA's lead striker, the fact that he had such a good season at Rennes, he should be worth a lot of money. But Arsenal, we know we're historically bad for selling, and I wouldn't have been surprised if we didn't get a good deal for him, and we ended up selling him for a lot less. But this right here, I'm quite surprised that they're reporting around 50 million now, just a day after hearing about the 35 million pound price tag. Personally, for me, I would sell Balogun. And I would also get rid of Eddie Nketiah as he's linked away also. I would clear the decks for us to go and get a striker next summer, like a Victor Osimhen or somebody else who's available. Clear the decks so we can go get somebody big next summer. That's what I would say. But hey, we're going to have to wait and see what Arsenal do. And at this moment in time, I'm not done. There's still two other major stories that I haven't spoken about yet in the stream. Continue to hit that like button. Big up to everyone in the comment section. And I appreciate all the super chats and all the comments. Let me see what I can see right here. Announce Havertz. Come on, bro. Noah, please stop spamming. Please stop spamming, Noah. What are we doing here? We don't need to spam in the chat. You can just comment without having to spam. Also, we have another people saying 35 max. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get that much money for Balogun, to be fair. But if we were able to get some reasonable money for Balogun, it would be great. Now, there is other reports. Are you guys still interested in signing Xavi Simons? Because reportedly, Arsenal are chasing a cut price deal for Xavi Simons as who doesn't want to return to PSG, as reported. He doesn't want to return to PSG, and the deal could be a lot cheaper. Xavi Simons, imagine we signed Xavi Simons on top of the signings we've already made. That would be an amazing transfer window. At this moment in time, we're getting into the realm of potential dream transfer window conversations because we're looking at 4 players. Imagine we go and add a Xavi Simons on top. Wow, what a deal that could be. And this is being reported from L'Equipe and Get French Football, reporting that he could potentially be leaving PSV, and he could be joining Arsenal on a cut price deal. How much that price would be, I know PSG have a buyback clause, so it just probably be a little bit over the buyback clause of however many, whatever million it is. It's not too expensive, probably like 20 million or something like that. United bid 50 million for Alessandro. Ajax rejected it and called them to the table on negotiations it to 62 million. That was true. Ajax were taking the piss with the Lisandro Martinez negotiation, but it ended up working out for United because they got a quality player for a good price. The Timber news. But here we go. Arsenal are linked to youssouf Fofana, French international and Monaco star. Reportedly, he's the French Declan Rice. Sometimes they make these things up, man. How do they make these things up? Egal, how can you say 35 is cool for Balogun? Has 50 to be 50 or bounce, mate? You know what? I would love if Arsenal could get 50 million, but I think realistically we might not be able to garner that type of money for Balogun at this moment in time. He just doesn't have enough interest across many clubs that are willing to spend that type of money for Balogun. But yeah, somebody called him the French Declan Rice. I was dying of laughter myself when I heard that. I couldn't believe my eyes. But yeah, this is another player we're linked to today, youssouf Fofana. The links of youssouf Fofana are still ongoing. We're going to have to wait and see what happens with the youssouf Fofana stuff. I don't know how reliable it is and how likely that is, but we're going to have to wait and see what happens with the youssouf Fofana conversations. That is something that is still currently ongoing. and we're just gonna have to wait and see where things escalate with that. At this moment in time, I don't think youssouf Fofana is at anywhere near the top of our list of players that we need to sign, and I think that I'm kind of spending a little bit too much time talking about him in the first place. But yeah, that is what's going on. Egal, are we out of the rice race? No. No. We are still in the Rice race. We are still in the Declan Rice race. Declan Rice is not going anywhere. We are still going to sign Declan Rice this transfer window, most likely. Manchester City are interested. So are Manchester United, but nothing has changed. We are still in the Declan Rice race. Yes. And if you guys want to call in, when is the next call-in show? You guys can call in right now if you want, honestly. The next call-in show is on Wednesday. But anybody who's watching right now who wants to call in, you can call in. The link is in the chat right there. I'm going to be going for another half an hour. So if you guys want to call in, you can call in. This is your opportunity to call in to the show and let me know what you guys think about the latest transfer news. So I spoke about Romeo Lavia. I spoke about the cut price for Xavi Simons. I spoke about Kai Havertz, Declan Rice, Jurrien Timber. At this moment in time, that is the major news. Now let me just go to Mikel Arteta had a little bit of a interview with ESPN. So I'm gonna just show you guys what ESPN, the interview that he had with ESPN, and let me know what you guys think about this interview potentially. I'm just gonna play it 1 second. Where is it? Mikel Arteta's interview. Here we go.
Arteta recently did an interview and he explained a couple things to the Arsenal fans and the media. So first thing he spoke about is why he signed players from Manchester City.
When speaking about the players he signed for Manchester City, he said, "Why?" Somebody asked him, "Why do you sign players from Manchester City?" Fabrizio Romano reported on this, and he was talking about it, and he was clearly stating that he signed players from Man City because of the familiarity and the fact that he worked with them previously. Now let's continue.
Of course, he just speaks about their skills and of course that he's worked with some of these players previously. Now, he also went into rejecting PSG and saying that he's happy at Arsenal. That's my manager right there. He also spoke about Arsenal's budget and knowing that Arsenal need to refresh the squad and have suitable players that come in for the long term and not just short-term fixes for big money. He was asked about Declan Rice and he said, sorry, I can't speak on a player who's not yet officially signed for the club. But when speaking about Kai Havertz, he got into his qualities and skills, confirming that Kai Havertz is done. This is the one he got the most heat for. Mikel Arteta believes that injuries cost Arsenal the Premier League title last season and we have to do better to be equipped for injuries, squad depth, and of course he also holds himself accountable with his own managerial decisions. Let me know what you guys think about Mikel Arteta's interview.
Big up Gary Miller. You have a good one. But yeah, so that's just some of the stuff from Mikel Arteta's interview that he had with Marca newspaper, the Spanish newspaper. So just to show you guys a little bit more, this was when he was speaking about Declan Rice. This is what he had to say about PSG. He fully did reject them. He said, I'm happy at Arsenal and I love and appreciate by the owners, basically showing his love to the Arsenal board and everybody for trusting in him. Speaking about the budget, Arsenal need to refresh the squad. We need to build and suitable long-term replacements, not just basically spending money willy-nilly on short-term fixes. And then also speaking about why he signed Jesus, Zinchenko, and always goes back to Man City, talking about the familiarity and the fact that he used to work there, of course, and also some other stuff about Dusan Vlahovic. But we're not going to sign Dusan Vlahovic, guys. We know this. Dusan Vlahovic we're linked to him every single window, it seems like. It's never going to happen. But yeah, people, if you want to call in, we got Tommy in the building. Big up to everyone in the comment section. Ben is in the building. Big up, Ben. Eddie would have scored just as much as Balogun in the French league. Yo, what are you saying, Tommy?
No, you wouldn't, Ben. Stop chatting shit. No. Get here, really. Come on, man.
Bro.
Balogun's world class. I'm happy.
What?
Timber,
Balogun is what?
He's quality. He's a better
You said
player.
He's world class.
I didn't say he's world class. I never said that.
Everyone in the comments, did he say he's world class or did I tripping?
I never said that. No,
Big up Sydney. Yo, Sydney, call in, bro. The link is in the chat. I never
said world class striker. Why are you trying to put me in the spot, man? What's the matter with you, bro?
Okay, let me ask you a question. Eddie Nketiah or Balogun as the backup, who would you rather have?
Balogun.
Okay.
But he'll start in games, like start against like Fulham at home and any other games. He'll start for me, and he'll get.
Okay. Do you
for
think
me,
do you
I think
think
he'll get us
Balogun
a goal.
do you think Balogun will be okay with being a backup next season?
I think he will, but he needs. But I do need him. He needs to start games though. Like I do want him to start. Obviously, he needs to start games for me. Arteta needs to start him for me. I want him to start in games. Backup, we haven't got a choice, but I'd rather start him in a few games as well.
Okay. Do you think Arteta is building a super team? Are you happy with the
I
transfer
think he
window?
is. Even though I still question him because these transfers are taking. We need to hurry up with these transfers, but we're making good moves. Timber, Declan Rice, Havertz. I'm not a fan of him. He's not what I want. Who else? Lavia is a baller. We're making the right moves anyway because we're doing the business. Man United have done nothing, and we're doing business more than Man United. Let's be real. Chelsea are doing all right. Newcastle are making moves. Tonali, what a player, bro. Newcastle are fighting for the Premier League.
Why do you care so much about what other people are doing? Why aren't you picking up what we're doing?
I'm saying Newcastle are doing well because they are a threat as well, other than Man City. Newcastle, they are, and Liverpool. Liverpool will come back. Newcastle will challenge for the Premier League next season. But I'm happy what we're doing. Obviously, I'm happy. But for me, we need to close the gap on Man City next season. We have to close the gap on these signings. We need to close the gap. We have to take points off them this season. We need to do that. We need to start taking points off Man City because that mental block. Because we've got them at home on the 7th of October, so that's like 17 days before my birthday. We have to try and take something off them, because we haven't beaten them at home and away since.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Today, I heard the most ridiculous point from somebody. Somebody said to me, Mikel Arteta is a checkbook manager. Do you agree with that statement?
I don't think he is. I don't think he's a checkbook manager. Because
fair enough.
A lot of people call Guardiola, a lot of people call Pep a checkbook manager, which he's not. But obviously, I questioned Pep on not winning the Champions League for 12 years, and he's already done the treble. So I still rep Pep Guardiola, the best manager in the world. But I don't think Arteta is not. I don't think he's a checkbook manager. But he just has to win us what we want, win us titles, Champions League. He has to do that. We haven't won the Champions League. I want that, bro. We need the Champions League. We need it. So, and we're making the right moves. Timber, Lavia, what a baller, bro. He's quality, bro. And he's only.
What do you rate this window out of 10? If we get 4 players, what do you rate the window out of 10?
7. If we get 4, I say 7 out of 10.
I agree.
7 out of 10. Because we have, like I said, we have to close the gap on Man City because everyone's gonna challenge them. We are. Liverpool will come back. After Man United, if they get Kane or Simmons and get a couple of midfielders, they'll push Man City as well. Newcastle, if they get more players as well, I think Newcastle could challenge. Don't sleep on Newcastle. I think they will challenge for the Premier League next season. I think they'll challenge.
Fair enough.
And for me, quarterfinals, Champions League, we have to get to at least quarterfinals. I don't want this nonsense. I don't want us to go out of the round 16 because I'm going to be really disappointed if we don't get to at least quarterfinals. I'm not expected to win the Champions League, but quarterfinals at least, bro. Quarterfinals at least for me, and challenge.
What do you think about Edu? What do you think about Edu? Everyone in the comment section, what do you guys think about Edu now? Now that Edu's cooking.
Don't get me wrong. I loved him as a player. He was one of my favorite players, other than Vieira and Ashley Cole. But he's let me down because I just don't trust the things that come out of his mouth. He's being ruthless now. You have to be ruthless, and he's doing that. He's being ruthless now as well. He's being so ruthless as well. So, like I said, for me, I want to win the Premier League next season. I want Odegaard to lift us the Premier League next season, and I want us to get to at least quarterfinals of the Champions League. And I want that Carabao Cup because we haven't won the Carabao Cup since 1993, and I wasn't even born when we last won the Carabao Cup. And we got to 3 finals and lost. So I want to win that Carabao Cup as well. Premier League, Carabao Cup, quarterfinals of the Champions League, and probably semi-finals of the FA Cup. That's all I want, bro. And yeah, we're making right moves.
Edu's role as well. So yeah. Edu's role
he's a sporting director.
CFO. So I'm gonna let you go, bro.
I'm gonna go to the games as well. I'm gonna go Forest at home, first game of the season. Probably go with my dad or with one of my mates. Can't wait to go to the game. So yeah, big up, bro.
Can you sing the Kesha song? I'm yelling timber.
Nah, not today, man.
You have a good one, bro. Big up
Not today.
Tommy,
See you
man.
later, man.
Jacob, Arsenal don't back Arteta in 10 years. He will be at City. That is true. You know what, guys? Love for the love people. This is going to be just a quick little stream right here. I'm going to do a more in-depth stream with me, Devo, Sam, and my guy from Australia. We're going to be back at 8 o'clock. So check us out. It's going to be an astute panel. We're going to be live at 8 o'clock. For now, I bid you guys adieu. You guys have yourselves a good one. Maybe go watch the Football Terrace. Come back once you're done at 8 o'clock. For now, have yourselves a wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys on the next stream. Love for the love, people. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. As you guys already know, KDG and Egal talks football, and we're out of here, people. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Peace.